Happy Friday to everybody. We have the legend himself, Michael Stone, debuting here. Right on the Valenti show with Rico. Stoney.
What's up, Rico?
What's going on, man?
What's up? What's up?
Wow, it's my second show ever with you.
That's right.
Gonna have some fun. We did a pregame show.
Yes, we did. Lions
pregame show, but all the decades of listening to you on the air, I finally get the opportunity to actually do a real show with you. Not that Lions pregame show isn't a real show.
But yes, Monday through Friday.
You know what I mean.
4 hours of putting up with this guy.
So, hey, Stoney, he's here. We got some Lions that we're going to talk about. We got some college football stuff we want to talk about. But first, we want to talk about what happened last night. Detroit Red Wings lose 5-3. I'm going to keep this simple for the people. I'm going to keep it simple for everybody. And Kenny decided to grace us today. Unless he went to the game, I don't know. He may have been the guy that threw the octopus on the
He wasn't
ice.
here yesterday?
Well, he wasn't here a couple days ago.
Oh,
he was
okay.
down at the Wings game. But he didn't know that we knew that.
Was not down at the Wings game.
Playing hooky for hockey.
Was this simply – look, the Wings were on a 6-game winning streak.
Yeah.
That they were bound to lose a game. They were playing the Islanders who, as Kenny told me, they're kind of what the Wings were last year. They're trying to get into the playoffs, but they're on the other side, and
They made a coaching change.
Right,
at
they're
a
really
weird
trying
time.
hard.
They're desperate.
Right.
It was a desperate game for them.
The Wings were eventually they weren't going to win every game.
No.
Was it simply just and now they have what, Florida coming up?
Yeah.
The
Panthers are now have the most points in the league.
So yeah.
But Saturday weekend afternoon games, if I'm not mistaken, I think the last time the Wings had to deal with that, Vancouver had the most points in the league, and the Wings dispatched of them, if my memory's correct. I don't know.
So is it just the Wings lost the game, or and I'm going to leave it to the people, and I'm going to leave it to probably the most superstitious fan base in sports. 248-539-9797. Did it have anything to do with the new logo on the jersey?
I thought you were going, the Wings are winless on leap day. I have no idea.
Oh, no. The Waste Management logo on their jersey.
No,
the priority waste management, whatever it was.
Yes,
it had everything to do with that. And I, first of all, would like to say, I told you all this would happen. Yesterday, the second they put that logo on the jersey, I said, you put garbage on an iconic jersey, you will get garbage output. And that is exactly what happened. I told you, and I told David, who I think is coming around to my side of thinking.
For the hockey elite out there, 248-539-9797, do you really believe, because of the priority waste company, that this is a bad omen for the Wings, and now all of a sudden things are going to change? Or is it simply just hockey and sports, and you're not going to win every game? And you may lose their game coming up this weekend. It has nothing to do with the patch. But Kenny was sold on it yesterday. He took the Islanders on the money line. He's already, the messages he sent us in the group text were just like, see, I told you. I told you. He was Mr. I told you so last night.
Well, you're right about the Wings fan base being very doom and gloom. I've been part of that for a long time. When you used to go to, there was this thing in this town called playoff hockey, where you'd go into Joe Louis and they'd be playing even during the glory days, where they'd be the favorite.
Whoa, what's that?
Yeah,
playoff hockey?
Yeah. And it'd be 1-0. The other team would score a goal, and you could feel the sphincters tightening at Joe Louis Arena. The Wings fans are doom and gloom. Superstitious. Hockey fans and players are superstitious to begin with. But if anybody, and look, I believed in the frozen envelope gave Patrick Ewing to New York. I believe in some conspiracies, not most of them. But if anybody thinks that because they put a patch on their jersey had anything to do
right there
with last night's game,
right there,
I think needs a lobotomy.
100%.
I think it doesn't help. It does. It might not hurt, but it certainly does not help.
Well, it's not going to help, but it's not going to do anything.
By the way,
it's a freaking patch. It's a patch.
I don't really care about the patch itself because I actually think the design of it, if you had to put a patch on the jersey, it's not the worst thing in the world.
because it's small.
I wish they would have put it on the other side to keep the C and the A on that side.
That's a good point.
That's my only gripe with it, other than the fact that it may have cost us a hockey game. And Florida's coming into town. They're as you said, Stoney, tons of points this year.
Yes.
So now does the fortune change because of this patch, Kenny?
No, it doesn't change.
Okay.
I really hope I'm wrong. That last night things like that don't happen anymore. Because
now there are times when things do happen in sports, and Detroit sports in particular. I forget what year it was. I think it was, I don't know, one of the years Osmus was managing the Tigers, where they went on, had this great record, and then they put on like pajamas, or they put on some outfit as a team, flew out.
Yeah, the Zubas.
The Zubas. I knew it was something. And boom, they went down the old crapper.
Oh, I remember vividly when they made the World Series and they had so much time off and they went to Ford Field and held the practice with the media. It was like, I think right after the 0-16 team, or the Lions were bad that year.
Yeah.
And it was like, why would you
Pick
want
your
this
year.
team anywhere near the fortune of what's going on with the Lions?
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, that team just couldn't feel
It was either 06 or 12 because
they
they
look-
two World Series.
It was a year that they looked like a little league team.
Yeah.
They couldn't throw the ball to the pitcher.
That was 06, the first time, and then
It
they
was
tried
just-
to do something different with the delay the second time, and that didn't work.
Yeah, it was just really bad. So was it just simply the fact that it was the Wings' turn to lose and they have a tough game against Florida? Or do you believe it was, like Kenny, the patch had they how did you put it, Kenny? You and Costa talked about it. It upset the hockey gods, or what did you say?
I said it upset the hockey gods, and that you can't put on an iconic jersey like that, you cannot put a garbage logo on it. I think that's absurd. And that's exactly what happened. The hockey gods got upset. Now they're going to start sliding. You watch.
Well, hockey gods do skate in mysterious ways. I will agree with Kenny on that. But I don't think it has to do with this thing.
Yes, it does.
It would be if they would have lost to, I don't know, the Sharks or the Ducks or a crappy team. Yeah, then I'd say, well, maybe coincidence, whatever. The Islanders are a pretty good team who are trying to keep their playoff hopes alive. It was a desperate situation for them. Patrick Waugh being their coach,
No,
his
the
disdain.
Islanders are not on the Wings level, and the Wings lost last night because of the patch.
Oh.
I did not believe this when what Kenny was saying yesterday. I dismissed it. I said, ha, that's laughable. But immediately we go down 2-0, and I text him 2 trash cans because that's why we were losing. Because the patch on the jersey is causing us to lose. We're going to lose tomorrow. Who knows how many we're going to lose?
They
Take
scored-
the patch off now.
All right, start. You know what? Sell at the deadline. A week from today is the deadline. Sell. Kane, don't re-sign him because Kenny and David think that it's over. So at least get some draft picks now. Just sell the farm. Come on.
248-539-9797. I laughed. I saw Kenny, but Kenny wasn't the only one. Following social media, there was a lot of people angry, a lot of people upset, a lot of people said, why are you tampering with the jersey? It was fine the way it was.
Well, that's a different issue.
You don't do anything in the middle of a winning streak, and the second you put it on, they go out and they lose at home.
Is the patch during a winning streak akin to, like, if you're betting, like you bet the Islanders, the coaching change in hockey where you bet on that team who changes coaches the next day? Maybe it was just it.
That's a real thing, too, by the way.
I know.
I feel like how many coaching changes have we seen this year in the NHL?
In the first game,
At least
that
a
team,
half dozen,
the team
and then,
usually
yep.
wins.
Always on the upswing again.
Absolutely. And it's been that way for years. I don't know why.
Then fire alone. Is that what you're saying? Let's get the win streak going again.
Yeah.
I'm just playing,
Sure.
people. I'm just playing.
I know.
No, I
you
mean,
are.
the fact that they may hit a 2-game losing streak, I think the panic is really going to kick in. Rather than just, you were hot, you went out, you beating Colorado. You're going to be playing some games where I think you got Florida and then you got at Colorado afterwards.
Yeah, so they're playing two really good teams.
Right.
They could lose 3 in a row.
So 248-539-9797.
And then I think after Colorado, they're at Arizona and then
yes,
at Vegas.
at Arizona. So,
now, if they lose to the Coyotes,
right in that high school gym,
and then maybe.
What's it going to take for you to believe, Stoney, that this is a real curse? Would it
Okay.
be losing to Arizona, going on that little losing streak?
Yeah, if they go on like a 5 or 6 game losing streak, including losing at Arizona,
So now
where the place will be 90% Wing fans, then I might say, can he maybe have something there?
So then at that point, do you have to take it off? Do you have to take the patch off?
Stuck. I don't think they can.
Do you just give him back the check?
I don't think Chris Ilitch is going to do a ceremony in the District of Detroit and start ripping up checks.
Or maybe you just start passing them out in District Detroit. You just show up in free jerseys. 248-539-9797.